3,165 pounds as we see it here today with an excellent set of updates. An Apex 187 here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Everything you knew about Apex before, only a little bit better. Still has the 7.5 foot wide body, the Azdel, all those good things. But now we're adding the ability to option on an off-grid package in addition to an improved kitchen and improved freshwater holding capacity. Makes this even better for park camping and way better for off-grid camping than it ever was before. And a model like this is something almost any small camper builder does. They all do it their own little way. But what I think is really cool on these Apex Nanos is they sort of take all the little mini features of all of the brands and kind of combine them all into one. So this is the one that it just feels like you're not really making any concessions. You're sort of getting it all. You get that walk around bed, and it's a little more spacious because of that 7.6 wide body that you find on these Apex Nanos. That's a rather uncommon size. Typically campers are either 7 foot wide or 8 foot wide. And this kind of combines the best of both worlds. You're getting the lighter weight of a 7 foot body, especially with the Azdel body construction helping keep the weight in check, with a little bit more of a layout and feel of an 8 foot body, plus all the windows that we're seeing around here, including that front windshield with that privacy shade. They all really work together. Now, since their body is a little bit wider, they could also include wider side stands, which means bigger hanging wardrobe closets here. Now, we have this one that we're looking at today outfitted with their off-grid package, and one of the things that's going to do is give us that nicer, like, Max Air style, bigger exhaust vent fan up here above the sleeping area. But the thing is, that's good for, you know, recycling fresh air in through those side breeze windows. And there's a separate fan dedicated just for the bathroom, by the way. So this actually has two 12-volt fans for airflow. The living room one with the off-grid package will be bigger. The bathroom one's a traditional, like, 4-inch blade fan, which is more than sufficient for that one little room. Now, the other thing that's good for, though, is if you are doing some inside cooking and cooking up a storm, it'll really help you exhaust a lot of that cooking heat. And this is a camper in which you can do some cooking. That's another one of those areas the little bit bigger body on these Apexes comes into play. It gives them space for a little bit more storage, and they really take advantage of it. Down below, you got big spaces for big things. And notice where they put their microwave. It's right above the furnace right there. But it is also sort of in the location of where you normally find an oven. Typically, not everybody, but typically, smaller campers like this, people don't tend to use the oven as much because it introduces too much heat into the RV. They have revised their kitchen arrangement on this. You've got a recessed sink and stove, and you'll see that all kind of in flush mount mode in a minute. But first, I wanted to have it open in like cooking mode since we have everything else open. And I kind of realized that those sink covers that now come with it make for a really good side splash next to that stove. And someone's going to say, yeah, isn't heat an issue? Absolutely not. It's the exact same type of countertop material that the stove itself is inlaid into. It will not be an issue. Also, all of this cabinetry here, it's all pocket screwed, longer lasting. So if you are going to do a little bit of off-grid trekking, or if you just really want to do some towing and going and jostle her down the road, this is made to hold up for that. You see the full dedicated pantry over there, which is an awesome touch. Usually in a little camper like this, you either get a pantry or the full 6 cubic foot 2-door fridge that we're looking at right here. But you can see that in Apex you get and instead of or, and I think that there's a lot of people who prefer and instead of or. And the extra kind of prep space that you get as a result of this revised countertop area is a breath of fresh air. It's something this floor plan truly seriously benefits from. With the flush stove, you put those heavy-duty sink covers back in place inside that sealed edge countertop material that you'll see also used in the bathroom and the dining area. Suddenly, you got a little camper where if you need to come in and set down a couple armloads of groceries or whatever, you actually have space to do it. Now, when we got the cabinets all closed up, over here is where you would find your TV hookups. You see them on the side of that cabinet, and there's a sticker on the wall that will be the ideal place for you to mount a TV bracket if you're so inclined. A little swing arm bracket could theoretically be used to turn between the dining area and the bedroom area. Now up top you've got a full 13,500 BTU air conditioner, but it's not going to be a head knocker because this has a traditional 6.5 foot sidewall plus a vaulted ceiling, and the vaulted ceiling basically offsets the intrusion of that air conditioner, so even a tall person like me, I can walk right under that, no sweat. We are ventless, carpetless, We are no nonsense, you know, easy cleaning, pet friendly, kid friendly. I hope you don't spill stuff, but if you did, theoretically, spill friendly. Over here in the dining area, you can see that door on the end of the dinette to get to the storage. There is also a household outlet under that far bench, so that if you have things like phone chargers or something, coffee maker you want to keep right by the table, you can do that. Big campsite viewing and breeze window. Now, if you open that window, the screen door, even though you've still got a frosty window there, and then you've got this window here, you have amazing, not just campsite viewing, but with that front windshield and everything, you have just awesome anywhere viewing. Up top is our stereo. That is app enabled. You can get the J Control app on your phone and turn that thing, basically your phone, into a remote control for that stereo, or stream video, music off of it, not video, pardon me. Additionally, you've got pleated nightshades, if you take a look, that give you that nice kind of privacy you want, you know, if you're just trying to block out the sun or if you are trying to catch some Z's. Plus, we have that fold-down sleeper dinette, which is great for guests. With this being 7'6" wide, that's also a wider seating area, which is nice because it's far more comfortable. Like if you do have, say, a grandkid or something like that for the weekend, you can very easily sit an adult and a kid on each side of the bed. You could sit 2 adults on either side, but you're going to be rubbing hips and elbows. But chances are, if you've invited someone in to sit down at your dining table, it's probably because you know them, and you're probably okay with rubbing hips and elbows here. It's not like you're, you know, well, we'll move on. I'm about to say something that'll get me fired. And the bathroom here is one of the unsung heroes. Most of the manufacturers who make a floor plan like this, you'll have either a tub or shower and a sink. And that tends to be it. They try to leave their bathroom very empty so that it looks larger, but they have packed this thing with a huge additional closet and or dresser, pantry, linen storage, whatever you want it to be. This thing is chock full of storage. That foot flush toilet has plenty of legroom so that if you're bigger like me, you know, you don't have to do any funky twist 'em up bathroom yoga. And a sink in the bathroom so that you don't have to wash your bathroom hands in the kitchen. That's one of those things that it seems to be some people care, some people don't. But this addresses, you know, if there is a sink in the bathroom, everyone's happy. If there's not a sink in the bathroom, sometimes some people are not happy. And this addresses everybody. More sealed edge protected countertop. That is an easy step-in shower pan, not a travel trailer tub. On the left wall, that black switch is an indicator that this RV was built with the 12-volt tank heating pads. Also, the off-grid package gives us the Shower Miser Water Saver, which is one of those things where if you are off-grid camping and you want to be able to make sure you don't waste an ounce of fresh water, which, by the way, that's another thing Apexes have recently improved upon, is they now have 50-gallon freshwater tanks instead of 30s, but they still have 30-gallon gray and black tanks. So the newly expanded freshwater capacity and the Shower Miser here has made this more away from the park friendly than it's ever been before. As we jump outside, I'm going to start in that front pass-through compartment, which is something not a lot of small trailers do this well. Nice, big, wide open, big doors on both sides. Again, this RV built with the off-grid package, which has given us a couple things here. The switch on the front activates the light switch on the nose cap, but up here is the charge controller for the roof-mounted 100-watt solar panel. So this thing made for some fun off-grid use, plus it has a side-mount solar plug, so you can actually have dual solar, and there's some benefits to that. We'll talk about that in just a second. Also, the off-grid package adds some handy 12-volt plugs here into the pass-through, so if you're sitting outside under the awning, but you want to like charge up your phone or run a Bluetooth speaker or something, you can do that. Magnet holdbacks on this door, you know, make it one hand easily accessible. And again, that side-mount solar prep plug right there. You know, some people ask why, when it has a roof solar panel, do you even need a side solar? And the answer is because you can use the two different solar systems in different ways. What a lot of people will do, if you're going to be camping off-grid, where you don't always have the ability to run the air conditioner unless you're bringing a generator with you, is they will park the RV in the shade if they can. Well, that will naturally diminish the effect of the roof solar system, so you can chase the sun around your site with a portable panel that you can set outside in the sun. Alternatively, the panel on the roof is just there. You don't have to use up extra storage. You don't have to plug anything in. It's just working. It just does its thing. And is the camera losing focus or is it me? There we go. I think it's having trouble with the white cap versus the background. These are a 7.6 body, as we mentioned inside, which is an uncommon size, but again, they keep their weights in check. If you compare the fact that they have a full 6.5 foot wall plus a ceiling vault and a 7.6 body, their weights are actually incredibly impressive. The Azdel that they're using in the sidewall lamination helps keep that weight in check. Also, part of the off-grid package is that you upgrade from a single propane tank to a double tank with auto regulator and hard shell protective cover. Those little things all add up and are extremely, extremely beneficial. It's just, I mean, even if you're just going to park camp, the fact that you have the dual tanks and it'll auto switch over to the other tank so you don't run out of propane at any time, it's just extremely handy. Back here on the rear corner, you've got your centralized hookups, including a black flush and a full outside hot-cold utility shower all next to your sewer hookup. So it's kind of nice that you have all that stuff in one spot and in the most logical location on the RV. The spare tire is one of those things that actually is optional. That being said, you're going to find it pretty much 10 times out of 10 on the Apexes here at Haylett RV. I hope you never need it. Kind of like car insurance. I hope you never need it, but I'm sure glad you got it if you do. The door actually has a gas strut on it so that it'll stay perpendicular like that even in the windy conditions, which that is there so that it doesn't slam against the side of the trailer. If you don't like it, some people are like, I hate how the door sticks out like that, which I've never personally understood, but I don't have to. It doesn't matter. It's your RV. Use it how you want. You can just take the strut off. No big deal. You want the door to swing all the way open? Have at it. She's your camper. The power awning here also, they did away with that previous year's blue light package, the little black blue light edition, and it's just a nice bright white exterior patio light now to keep your enjoyment going later into those, well, early morning hours and late evening. And with that, I'd simply like to thank you for spending some time with us today here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If you appreciate what we do, all we ask for is a fair opportunity to earn your business when you are ready. It doesn't matter where you live. They're on wheels. Don't assume distance is a disqualifier without calling and at least getting some facts for sure, guys. What's the worst that happens? You find out it didn't work out? Then you're no worse off. You might find we've got something like a deal here that, you know, you just can't say no to. You'll never know unless you give us that opportunity, though. So with that, remember, we don't do hidden dealer fees, but we do everything else. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.